Hello and welcome to the John Ark Show. Today's episode is called The Super Rich Are Panic Dumping Their Cash. Before we begin, I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure to click on that notification bell so you can be notified every time we post a new episode. Also, we ask that you post a link to today's episode on your social media to help us get the word out and tell more people about our show. Now, let's get started. Why are the super rich panic dumping their cash? Well, it's because many of them feel that cash is now radioactive, meaning it's on its way to becoming valueless. It means that you should stay away from it because it's losing value very, very quickly. This is being caused by inflation, which is rapidly decreasing the value of cash money, and all the smartest investors know this and they see this happening before their very eyes, sometimes in real time. Every time the price of cars, gas, food, clothing, insurance, and everything else increases in cost, that means your money is worth less. So what does that mean long term? Think of inflation like a silent and invisible thief who is constantly stealing your money. Let's say you have $1,000 and the inflation is 20%. Now people are saying it's not that high. You don't really believe the published numbers, do you? Hopefully not. If the inflation is 20%, that means if you have $1,000 in the bank, it'll be worth $800 the same time next year, if you're lucky. This silent thief has just stolen $200 from you. That means that every time you go to the grocery store or the gas station, you can afford to buy less and less with the same money spent. This is exactly why so many rich people are trying to unload their cash or panic dump their cash. So what are they doing specifically, you ask? Well, they see the money is losing its value every day, so they're trying to convert it to hard/physical assets. Not paper assets like stocks and bonds and all that other garbage Wall Street's pushing on you, because they're smart enough to know that stuff is decreasing in value rapidly. What they're interested in are hard assets that they can touch, feel, and most importantly, take physical possession of. Things like gold, silver, and real estate. Just because you have a stock certificate doesn't really mean anything. That stock could crash in value a week from now. In some cases, they're also buying companies that generate positive cash flow. That's not the only criteria. They're looking for companies to buy that will prosper when everything collapses. Companies that can make a profit when things collapse. They're not looking for office buildings because most of those are empty or becoming emptier. They don't want shopping malls or strip malls because most of those are going into the toilet head first. They're staying out of the car business because that's being disrupted more and more each day now. If they do make an offer on a company, then they will vet it to see if it will prosper during the coming financial meltdown. So, what are some of their favorite investments given all of these criteria? Well, they love residential real estate. Not commercial real estate. That stuff is garbage. It's all heading into the dumper. They love residential real estate. Why is that? Because no matter how bad things get, people will always need a roof over their heads. They may have to share that roof with another family or two in the future, but they still need a roof over their heads. Let me tell you something really interesting. Did you know that Bill Gates has purchased $3.5 billion in waterfront property in Tampa? That's $3.5 billion with a B like in Bill. Bill knows that if he left that $3.5 billion in the bank, it'll soon be worth half that much. But by purchasing real estate with it, he knows it'll eventually be worth twice as much. Do you know what else it means? It means that when the stock market starts turning into Swiss cheese and starts melting away, then the real estate he purchased will still be there. And it'll be a desirable and valuable and appreciating asset. And guess what happens when the government passes the next stimulus bill? Ready? It means that the rate of inflation will accelerate rapidly, which means your money will lose even more value each and every day. Now, in Turkey, now their cash, their currency is so worthless that people have started closing their businesses because they can't make any money with the existing currency. It's just losing too much value. Apple Computer has pulled out of Turkey and they're no longer doing business there. That's because their currency is losing so much value so quickly that they can't trust its value when people are trying to pay for Apple products. So Apple just said, hasta la vista, we're out of here. Good luck. So the next question people are asking is this going to happen in the US? The answer to that is it's already happening. Look at the prices you're paying for everything and then compare them to what you paid for them last month or last year. Here's another interesting thing. Even though the super rich believe that the real estate market will start going down, they don't care. Do you know why? That's because they could care less if the real estate market drops 10% or if the building they purchased loses 5% of its value in the next 12 months. Why don't they care? Because they think the real estate market is going to drop by 90%, maybe even more. All the illusions, all the smoke and mirrors, all the lies, it's all coming to a head now. They know that there's a scary monster on the horizon, and that monster is going to be the collapse of the real estate market, the collapse of the bond market. That's why so many people are forecasting an 80 to 90% collapse in these markets. If that happens, just think about all the pensions that are heavily invested in these markets. All those pensioners who depend on getting their monthly pension payments each month will be in for the shock of a lifetime. What about the people who thought they're so clever by investing in the tech market that they're going to be insulated from all these downturns? Really? What do you think they're going to do when their stocks collapse in value? Look at all those Chinese tech companies that have collapsed over the last 12 months. Look at all the IPOs that weren't able to take place recently. Many of the wives of these tech guys, what do you think is going to happen when their portfolios collapse to near zero? Well, they're going to divorce them. They're going to take half of everything and they're going to move on to the next guy. By the way, you know what probably won't go down in price? Child support and alimony that these guys will have to pay once their wives dump them. So, what should people be doing? Well, we don't give investment advice, but we can tell you what the super rich are doing behind closed doors. They're getting rid of their cash as quickly as they can, and then they're converting it into things that matter, things you can touch, things you can feel. And I don't mean nonsense like jewelry or diamonds or fur coats or whatever these lunatics buy, pot farms, legal pot farms, whatever nonsense they're into these days, forget about it. They're also not marrying people who have less money than they do. They're also not investing in new companies or new startups that'll take 5 years to generate a profit. Not happening. I'll tell you what else they're doing. They're applying for more passports and citizenships in other countries so that they have multiple exit options when things collapse here. They're also wearing 2 condoms now instead of 1 or none, because the last thing they want are more children now, or children with women that they don't want to have children with. All of these moves are very calculated and designed to help them and their families survive the financial horror movie that's coming. I'll tell you what else I believe everyone should start doing. They should start preparing for the financial horror movie that's fast approaching. It's coming to your portfolio. It's coming to your house. It's coming to your bank account. It's coming to your checkbook, to your wallet, to your credit cards. This is one of those scary monsters that can't be stopped by anything. It's coming to you from all directions. Thank you for watching. I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure to click on the notification bell so you can be notified every time we post a new episode. Also, we ask that you post a link to today's episode on your social media so that we can get more attention and subscribers for the show. If you do that, we'll keep bringing you great free content. Thank you, and we shall see you soon. Bye-bye.